Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Near Protocol. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see a massive impulsive move here from the local bottom in February. We can also identify a potential start of a wave 3 here. If we take a wave 1 on the Elliott wave count, then this is going to be a wave 2 pullback, and then the wave 3 hopefully is going to take us all the way back up to, let's see where we have a nice, well, if I'm being honest, it would be nice if this wave 3 would take us back to the all-time high prices, since it is the biggest wave. Then we could have some sort of a retracement there, and the wave 5 would probably take us, let's say, $50 just to be conservative, because I do think $50 is doable for Near Protocol. And wave 3 is usually the biggest wave, and this is a rough estimation of what I'm expecting to happen, of course, in a bullish scenario, because this doesn't assume we're going to have any black swan events, any crashes, or anything like that. This just assumes that we're going to have a nice wave 3 here, getting back to the all-time high, retracement, wave 5, and boom, that's the bull market top for Near Protocol. So a $40 to $50 billion market cap, in my opinion, is very possible. Now, a really good thing that's happening here with Near on the daily is that we're running into this August 2022 high, and this is a crucial high that we need to break. So we need to get above this high, and we need to start back testing it as support. Then we can officially say that Near Protocol is, flipping bullish. Now, it already did kind of flip bullish, but it's just that we're looking for this official final stamp confirmation by breaking this major resistance level at $6. And once that is done and through, nothing is stopping Near Protocol from continuing this massive move to the upside. So we can set up a Fibonacci retracement on a smaller fractal here. As you can see, we just broke above the 1.618 at $5.50. What we did here is we took this low from October and this local top from February last year. We broke above the 1 fib, we broke above the 1.272 fib, we ran into the 1.414 perfectly, came back down, back tested this area over here, $3. We back tested $3 perfectly. That was a really good entry point in January there, and I believe we spoke about that. Obviously, we did have this support level at $2.67 laid out for you, and from there we're looking at another impulsive move to the upside. We took out the 1.414 this time, and we took out the 1.618. So our next target, logically speaking, is going to be $8.28.5, which is the second fib level here for us. That would be a really nice move to the upside. And if you were watching my videos on Near Protocol throughout the bear market, we were also making videos during these prices here at $1, and I was very clear and transparent when I was saying that Near Protocol at $1 is extremely undervalued, and hopefully some of you bought in. My average is around $1.60, $1.50, and from the bottom here in October, we are up approximately 6x, and Near Protocol doesn't look like it wants to stop anytime soon. Now, if you're looking to buy into Near Protocol, I would start at probably the 1.414 here at $4.44. Obviously, I'm not going to be buying into it. I don't need to anymore because I have a good position. If you have a good position, maybe look into some other altcoins. But if you specifically want to get into Near Protocol, then this is where I would be starting at. $4.44 is a nice price to start looking at, and then below that we have the 1.272 at $3.82. Those would be two optimal entries for you, but of course we don't know when can we expect those to be retested, because we can continue pumping here, we can get to the second fib level to $8.28, and only from there are we going to see a retracement. And that retracement, hypothetically speaking, could only take us down, let's say, to the 1.618. to $5.50, and from there we have another explosion to the upside. So the same way we back tested this level over here, this first fib, the same way we can back test the 1.618 and have another explosion to the upside. So this is why I try to stress this out throughout the bear market. You want to be buying these dips. You want to be getting into new protocol when it's boring. We were talking about this on every single project, and some people in the comments felt like I was trying to rub it in or something like that. No, that's not the point. I don't even hold some of the coins that we cover here on YouTube, and I still mention the fact that we gave you all of these support levels, not to boast or to gloat or to show off or anything like that, but to nail down this idea that you have to be buying when it's boring, when it's capitulating, when people are in fear, essentially. Because this is the way I found out, this is the way I understood, because I was just like everyone else, buying the tops, and I was looking to buy coins that, you know, started pumping. But when the bear market came and I started researching, I understood that you have to be buying when it's going down. I get excited when we see dips. That's the level of confidence that I have in the project. So if you weren't buying down here, you know, it's either you did not know about the project, or you knew about the project and you just were expecting lower prices, or of course there are some other financial questions that may arise. But besides that, bear markets are for buying, bull markets are for taking profit. So realistically speaking, Near Protocol can do an 7 to 8x from the current prices. So if you're looking for a safe 5 to 7x, I would say wait for retracement and then get into Near Protocol. Let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly, you can see that we did break out of this symmetrical triangle. Very nice trade. We tried to give you this bottom based on previous touches, so we were very accurate with calling some of these bottoms. For example, 94.5 cents was our last support down here. We did not end up getting down to that. Before that, we had a support at $1.08, and that was perfectly retested. So if you managed to get in at $1.08, congratulations. That was a nice entry point. Now on the weekly chart, we did get the bullish cross confirmation over here, or rather the bullish cross as the bull market confirmation. So Near Protocol is officially in the bull market. We're just looking for that one last closure above the August 2022 high. For me, that would be your last sign that Near Protocol has flipped fully bullish, right? We are printing higher highs and higher lows. We are, you know, printing bullish crosses, and we broke out of a bullish reversal pattern and all of that. And we're just running into the golden ratio here at $6.40. So we could see a retracement from here, because the last time we got to that price, we got rejected. And also before that, we got to that price in May, essentially 2022. So May and August 2022, we got to that price twice, and we got rejected twice. The second time we actually capitulated with the crash from August 2022 into December 2022. So we could see a retracement from there, and logically speaking, you could target $3.82, which is this level over here. And you can see this was a support back in February 2021, resistance back in June 2022, and resistance in December 2023. So that's going to be a really good level for us to backtest as support if you're looking to get some good entries into Near Protocol. I would say this low at $2.60 is most likely not going to be retested. If if it does happen, it's going to be quite a deep pullback here. It's going to be like a 60% pullback, which isn't impossible. It's just, it's very unlikely. We'd have to see a very strong market dip for that to happen, but we'll just keep it on the chart here just in case we actually get down there. You know, you can set up some buy limit orders in advance, and you can take a look at some of these fib levels like the 0.5 and the 0.3 in between the golden ratio and the support that I just gave you at $2.60. So feel free to set up a few levels there, a few buy limit orders at those levels. And for the targets long term, we have $10.50 and then $19 and almost 20 bucks, essentially the all-time high there. Those would be our next targets after we break above $6.47. Obviously, the RSI is already extremely overbought. And if you take a look at this support that I gave you, we bounced off of it perfectly here. Perfect bounce off of 57 on the RSI. And we gave you this level based on this touch over here from 2021. That was a perfect support bounce that we got into from April into May 2021, and the same thing happened here from January into March 2024. This was a really good entry point, so anyone who followed my videos, who drew out all of these support and resistance trend lines, that played out quite nicely. I do want to switch over to the 3-day chart. On the 3-day chart, you can see that we almost came back down to this blue support block that we had on the charts. So that was between 47 down to 40 on the RSI. That was a really good entry. We didn't get there though, right? We almost retested that, which again, I can't give you perfect levels, perfect entries all the time. But if you were looking to get into new protocol and you kind of looked at the chart and you looked at where the RSI was sitting on the 3-day, you know, where we're sitting at the 200 EMA on the 3-day chart, and the RSI was very close to the support block. So you could have put the puzzles together and entered at the 200 EMA, and you know, you would have been in a bit of profit from $2.70. So that was a nice entry point. The stochastic on the 3-day chart is in the overbought, so I would be waiting for a move back down to the oversold below the index of 20. We're getting some volume. Look at this volume. Let's go back to the weekly actually, just so we can see if, look at this volume starting to come in perfectly confirming all of the breakouts. Look at the breakout above $2.60. We got a bunch of volume coming in, powerful candle confirms the breakout. So now $2.50 is our main enemy here. Now, let me know, when did you enter in your protocol? Let me know what are your targets to the upside. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and thank you. Take care.